think this is too big, you know. Ah, there's a bug on it. Oh. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I thought we would make some pressed flowers using another craft kit from House of Crafts. I swear they should start paying me for these product placements. I've featured about 7 or 8 of their kits now. The last House of Crafts craft kit was, it was a bit meh. It wasn't that great. So hopefully this one will be better. Okay, so this is it here, and it was £26 and 12 pence, but when I bought mine it was just over £20, so for once I got it cheaper. Usually I end up paying more money. I've also never pressed flowers before, so I'm not sure how long it takes. Hopefully this kit, it'll just be pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Hopefully it'll be relatively quick. So the product description is House of Crafts flower. Helpful. Okay, let's have a look at some reviews. So EH gave it 1 star and said, "Don't be misled by product dimensions. I particularly needed a large flower press for my project. In the technical details, the product dimensions were given at 27 by 22 by 6.8 centimeters. However, on opening the box, I found the press actually measured 14 by 14 by 2.5. You've added extra dimensions there. This is misrepresentation and has wasted time. Well, it says that the product dimensions, yeah, 27 by 22 by 6.5. It doesn't say that that's the size of the flower press though. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So basically it's a smaller press than what that person was wanting. Smilk gave it 5 stars and said it was a very nice flower press. FE gave it 5 stars. Said just what was wanted. Janwoo gave it 4 stars, said looks good. Mrs. Vivian M. Brandt said 5 stars, would recommend. Okay, so it seems like a pretty decent product by the sounds of the reviews. Usually I go into this thinking the worst, but I'm quite optimistic. Yeah, so that person who gave it 1 star thought their flower press was basically going to be this big, and it's clearly going to be this little tiny thing here. So I could understand why you would be disappointed, but I'm familiar with their craft kit, so I knew it wasn't going to be this big. Right, so we've got some instructions, a random piece of card, a flower pressing record card. Ooh, that's fun. I assume you write where you found your flowers and when you press them in the description. Interesting. That's different. A little frame here. Are these things part of it or is it packaging? Because last time I thought this was just packaging and it was actually part of the kit. So I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to throw it away. We've got a key ring there. Some of their glue. I hate their glue. It's horrible. Right, and this is the flower press. So that's how big it is. I'm just going to have a quick look through the instructions first. Okay, so it says here that plant material intended for pressing should be collected on a dry day. It looks very dry outside, so that's good. When collecting, pick a variety of colours, shapes and textures. Some of the most common flowers, such as buttercups and daisies, make very attractive pressed flower decorations. Thick, fleshy flowers are unsuitable for pressing whole, but may be dismantled, so petals and parts can be pressed individually and reassembled later. Please note that rare or endangered specimens should not be collected, but left in their natural habitat. Which is true. You shouldn't be going destroying rare flowers. You should be picking the weeds, which is what I'm going to be doing. Are you kidding? Are you serious? Oh, this is such a nightmare. Like, why? It says here, leave for 6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks to press a flower? Are you kidding? Well, okay, so this video is going to definitely be in 2 parts. I thought you were going to have to, like, press them and, like, leave them for maybe a day. Maybe 2 days tops, but 6 to 8 weeks. Well, okay. It's going to be a lot of waiting around. Let's just go through the rest of this stuff first. So this is your flower pressing kit. I thought it was going to be like, maybe it's a bit more sophisticated than what it is. It's basically just some card, some paper, and obviously you must put your flowers in between these bits of paper and put them like that, and then like that, and then you screw it down, and then leave it for 6 to 8 weeks. However, I'm just thinking, surely you could put some flowers in like a book and leave it in a book for 6 to 8 weeks and it would give you exactly the same results. In fact, I think that's what we might do. I'm gonna pick some flowers and put them in this press, but I'm also gonna put some in a book, and then within 6 to 8 weeks we'll go through the results and we'll see which one's the best. And if they've both turned out exactly the same, then you know you don't really need to waste your money on this. I think that'll be a nice little experiment, yes. Oh, I'm having fun. You do get a lot of stuff in here, so you've got like card things. So I assume you put your flower on that side, And then there's like a nice window for it. And you've got some envelopes and another one there. So you can make gift tags, bookmarks, you can make greeting cards, a key ring, and a picture frame. Yeah, and there's your little record card, which I'm not going to use, but I can imagine if someone's really seriously into pressing flowers, then they would find that quite nice. Basically, you just put these in here with that stuff like that, and then you screw these onto that part there, and then that tightens them. Okay. Right, well, I think I need some flowers, so I'll go on a little scavenging hunt. Come on, you can join us. Okay, I need my camera actually. Well, it is very, very sunny today, which is nice. It makes a change. Bloody blinding. I wish I got my sunglasses. Flowers, flowers, I need flowers. I'm not sure what these are, but these could be nice. Is it a nettle? I don't know, I don't want to sting myself. No, I think they'll be okay. Well, I picked it now. I think daisies will work quite well as well because they're not too chunky. I think they'll press quite nicely. I'll get a few of these, I think. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, I'll get another one, why not? I know it said to avoid chunky flowers, but I've got a dandelion here and I think that could work. I'm going to try it anyway. Yeah, although it's sunny, it's windy and it's a little bit nippy, I'm not going to lie. Shouldn't have put my shorts on. Now I think I have some wildflowers down at the bottom, which we planted ages ago, so hopefully they're in bloom. And hopefully they look like they're pressable. There's these things here, these blue... I don't know whether you're a nettle, please don't sting us. I don't know, are you fairy? I feel like you're a nettle, I'm going to leave you alone. It scared us off, it was just too scary. Right, here's some of the wildflowers. One of them's dead, but you've got two there, but I don't know whether they'll be too chunky to press. They look quite thick. I'll take it, and then what I can do is use the petals, because I know it said I could do that. I'll do two of them. Oh, there's a bug in that one. Is that a bug? No, it's not, it's fine. And take that one as well. Yeah, it's spring at the moment, so there's not a ton of flowers out. Well, it's just started to be spring, so I'm struggling a bit. Maybe I should have waited a bit longer to do this video, but because I'm going to be waiting 6 to 8 weeks anyway. It's a proper pain in the arse. There's these things coming up, but I'm not sure whether they're pressable because it's more of a tree. Like, I don't think they would work, would they? Because it's like a tree branch. They've got little tiny flowers on them though. I'm going to take a couple of them because they are quite cute. Obviously I don't want the stick. No, they're just disintegrating. I don't think they're big enough. No, they're not big enough. I'm not going to bother. We don't seem to have any more flowers. Just lots of grass and sticks and leaves. Yes, and feel free to let me know in the comments whether you've pressed flowers before and how it went. Or whether you've used this kit before. Hopefully it's going to be good. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get very similar results just using a book, you know. And the thing is, at the time of recording this as well, everything's still in lockdown. Apart from that person driving. So it's very quiet. But I live on private land anyway, so it's not like I'm out and about socialising with people, so it's fine. Look what I've just seen. Look at that, an ancient relic of times gone by. Ooh. Now if you're not old enough to know what one of these is, then please do not let me know in the comments because it'll make me feel so old. No, tapes, people don't really watch anything on tapes anymore, do they? Or even CDs, CDs don't really exist. I've got this amount of flowers. I think that'll do, because there's nothing else. And I'm not walking any further, I can't be bothered. It should be fine. Anyway, I'll meet you in the studio and we can get these flowers pressed. Well, that was a lovely excursion. I should have a second channel, a vlogging channel. I definitely shouldn't. I don't do anything interesting, so my vlogs would be very boring. I also as well picked some random leaves as well because I thought they would work. I'll start at the bottom and work my way to the top. So you just take your piece of card and then you've got 2 bits of paper and just pop it in like that and then put that over the top and then that over the top like that. It's very easy, I will say that. Hopefully the results will be just as good. I think this is too big, you know. Ah, there's a bug on it. Oh, if I can get you out, I'll put you back outside. Where have you gone? Get out. There we go. Hang on, I'm just gonna put this bug outside. Oh, I've just realised I've got bugs in this bag. Oh, I've got about 4 of them. Yeah, like I was saying, this flower's not gonna fit in here, I don't think. I think it's a bit too big. So what I might do is just take some of the petals off. Oh, there's so many bugs in this flower. I'm just gonna take a few and then I'm gonna chuck it straight back outside. I guarantee I'll end up with flies in the studio. It's happened before. I had a huge infestation of flies in the studio one time. I don't know where they kept coming from, but I got rid of them eventually. Took a lot longer than it should have. Next up we'll do 2 daisies. Put them on like that. They shouldn't be chunky and like fleshy to the point where I can't press them. I'm going to try a dandelion. I don't know whether this one would be considered too chunky for it, but we'll soon see. And if it doesn't work, at least you know what not to do. And we'll just put some of these little leaves on. I think these are quite nice. And for the last one, we'll just do this little purple thing, and we'll put that on there. I don't think any of them will be too chunky for the purposes of this. I wouldn't have thought so anyway, because otherwise you're going to be very limited to what kind of flowers you can actually press. Right, and then you want to make it as tight as you possibly can. These little screw things. Okay, so far so good. The only thing I'm slightly worried about, or not really worried about, but a bit, I suppose, disappointed about, is the fact that in here you have them corrugated bits of card, and I don't think they'll survive very long. I think you'd probably just get like 1 use out of them. So surely it would have been better if they added bits of MDF or some like little slots of wood in there with the paper. And it's very easy as well. I haven't got any complaints for that aspect of it. Right, perfect. So I'll pop that to one side and we'll do the book one as well. I'm going to use a Tom Friedman book, who's a great artist by the way. If you're interested in fine art, I would recommend go checking his work out. But today, Tom Friedman, you're going to be a flower press. Put some paper there to protect my book. And I'm just going to put a selection of these onto here. Oh, there's a spider now. Where are you going? I've already got cobwebs in the studio. I don't need any more. I'm just wondering, I can probably fit all these onto the one, can't I? I don't have to do it in loads of different bits. Seriously, I'm on edge with bugs. I'm not like terrified of them or anything, but they just, if they catch me off guard, then it can freak us out. And we'll put some leaves down on this bit. Some paper over the top, flatten you. And what I'll do is I'll put this one in a dry place and I'll stack a ton of books on it as well. And we'll see if this has been just as good as the flower press. I'm gonna have to get rid of that spider. I'm not gonna kill it, don't worry. I'm just gonna put it back in this bag and I'm gonna tip this bag outside. Right, so I'm gonna free this bag of bugs and everything's to one side. And I'll meet you back here in 6 to 8 weeks, I guess. So yeah, I'll see you then. You won't have to wait that long, but I will. So bye. Okay, I'm back, and as you can probably tell, I've given myself a little quarantine cut and colour. Didn't go to plan. So we're just going to ignore the state of my hair for a while until the hairdressers reopen. Anyway, let's see what these flowers have looked like. So I think it's been about 7 weeks since I recorded the first part of this video. So that's slap bang in between the recommended time for this flower press. So it should have worked. Right, let's open it up, see what flowers we have. And I haven't like sneak peeked or anything like that. I've been very, very tempted. It's been a difficult time. Now, if this hasn't worked, I'm going to be so disappointed because it's just going to be such a waste of time. Ah, that's actually worked so well. Oh, that's really nice. How cool is that? It's completely pressed. I've used pressed flowers before. I can tell it's pressed. There's no moisture or anything in it. Oh, that's nice. I'll be very interested to see if the dandelion worked. What's next? Oh, the petals. Okay. Yeah, I think they've worked. Petals are quite flat anyway, so it's quite hard to tell. They've got like a paper texture to them. It almost doesn't feel like a plant anymore. What's next? Oh, these are the daisies. They've worked so well. Look at them. They've turned out so good. I'm quite into this, you know. Oh, this is the dandelion. I think the dandelion has worked. It's dry and it's flat. It looks pretty ugly. I don't think dandelions are the best, but it's definitely flat. Okay, the leaves. The leaves have worked, but like, a leaf's a leaf really. Oh. I wondered where it had gone. It was stuck to the other side. Yeah, this one was quite a chunky one as well. It's lost like a lot of the definition of what it was. It looked a lot better when it was a flower. It's not bad. It's very similar to the dandelion. But yeah, so I'm just really happy that this has actually worked. I think my favourites out of all the pressed plants, I think would be the daisies and the kind of leaf thing. I think they worked the best. The chunkier flowers, although they did work, they just look a little bit sad, don't they? I'll just put them to one side because I want to go through the book and see if them results are just as good as this little flower press. And all I did with this book as well is I just left it to one side and I stacked a ton of other books on top of it just to keep lots of pressure on. So come on, Tom Friedman, have you give us some good results? Oh, okay. Weirdly enough, the petals have kind of shrunk. So I don't know whether they're actually pressed or whether they've just kind of dried. This leaf thing's turned out really well though. It's very similar to the flower press. If you look at the comparison there, you can see the book one and you can see the flower press one. And as you can see, the book one, it looks a little bit limp and a little bit as if it's kind of rotted and deteriorated. Whereas the flower press one, it hasn't at all. It looks exactly like a daisy. So there is a difference. There's a huge difference. So I don't think using a book is as good as using a flower press. But I do think if you're going to be pressing little plant things like this, there's very little difference between the flower press and the book. You can easily get away with DIYing it. And obviously with this kit you can kind of make the little greeting cards and the key rings and stuff like that, which I'm not going to bother doing because it's pretty self-explanatory how they're going to do it. But yeah, not too bad. I'm not mad at it. So I think with that being said, I would give this flower press and craft kit from House of Crafts, I'll give it 3 pressed daisies out of 5. I think if you're going to really need lots of pressed flowers, you're going to struggle because you can only get so many in there. And I think it does struggle with certain flowers. But again, if you're just wanting something as simple as this, then just put it in a book. But I've enjoyed myself. I've enjoyed pressing flowers for the first time. It obviously took way longer than I thought it was going to. But other than that, it's been interesting. But let me know what your thoughts are on this little craft kit down below in the comments. And also let me know if you come across any other craft kits or anything like that you want to see tested out on the channel. And if you did enjoy this flower pressing video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you next week for a brand new video. Bye!